Hey Simlies, it's Deligracy here, and I am very excited because this is my first ever build in The Sims 4 from scratch. On the left there you can see the house that we are currently playing The Sims 4 Let's Play in with Trinity, Valentine, and Cody Wilkins, soon to be married, hopefully. But anyway, today we're building a modern family home. I think that's what I've called it, just modern family home, because that's what it is. It's contemporary. It's going to make use of the new very high walls that you can have in The Sims 3, in The Sims 4. We're not on The Sims 3 anymore. But I think being able to change the wall heights is probably one of my favorite new features in The Sims 4, at least in terms of building. I love the fact that you can have ginormous ceilings because I love high ceilings. My house one day, I hope to have ginormous ceilings with exposed beams. That's like my dream. So I love the fact that they've included that in the game. But there's also going to be split leveling in this house build. So there's going to be a kitchen and dining area that's lifted up as well as the lounge area. So it gives a nice sense of, I guess it's dynamic in a way, the interior. So it's nice and clean and interesting, and you'll notice along the way I do a lot of experimenting in this. This is quite a long speed build. Yeah, quite long, just because this is the first time I've built a house from scratch and I was experimenting with what I could do. So if I was building this in The Sims 3, it would probably take me half the time it's taken in The Sims 4. So feel free to skip ahead if you feel like doing that, or come back and watch it later on. But yeah, we're working on the upstairs bit. It's going to have a master bedroom, quite a spacious master bedroom, and then 2 smaller bedrooms for kids. So you can have a family in 4 here, or you could have your kids share a room. And yeah, it's got plenty of room for entertaining as well. It's quite a, I guess I would have to say that this house is quite a luxurious house. So we do have, for instance, an indoor water feature. We do make use of the fountain tool indoors just to have some water in there, which is a little bit fancy. And there is definitely a very strong focus on an industrial aesthetic too. So I have new favorite kitchen counters, which I used in this, which are very industrial looking. I'm excited to show you those. And I just loved experimenting with all of the furniture. As you can see there, we've just lifted up the house. That's using the new foundation tool. And you can lift that up to a couple of different sizes, or several different sizes. Which is really nice and easy to use. And I did watch James from The Sims Supplies how to split level in The Sims 4 tutorial. So do check that out if you want to split level in your own builds and are not too sure of how to go about it. Although it's pretty, like, you can figure it out yourself. Some of you guys might have already figured it out. It's definitely tons easier than in The Sims 3. So that's always good. My overall opinion of The Sims 4, now I've had some time to play in build mode and also in live mode, I think it's a really incredible game. I think they've done a fantastic job on it. I am really thrilled with how it's turned out. But I will be completely honest with you guys. My favorite part of the game is definitely live mode. So I'm really excited to be doing a let's play with you guys, experimenting with that. And build mode I think is really, really awesome. Like, I've really enjoyed using the different roofing, and you know, it's so easy to create what you're thinking in your mind because it's just like the Creator Sim if you played the demo. It's very much like molding clay. You push, you pull, you drag, and it just kind of molds to what you want your house to look like. As you can see here, that's exactly what we're doing with the roofing tool. The roofing in this is very simple. Just simple, nothing too crazy. But being completely honest, I am a bit disappointed with the interiors, because obviously the interiors of houses in The Sims is my biggest focus on the game and my favorite part of playing The Sims. And it is really hard going from The Sims 3, where we've had the luxury of the move objects cheat, to Sims 4 where it's just not there. It's quite frustrating as a keen player of The Sims, so I do know that they are working on it, that the Sims studio is definitely working on it. Basically, I was explaining the problem, and that is that because the rooms in The Sims 4 can be rescaled, as in you can pull a wall to extend that room, everything or all the objects in the room will actually conform to that, or will move with the room or scale with the room. And that's why they don't have the move objects cheat working yet, because the move objects cheat would not allow the rooms to be scaled like that, or the objects inside. So that's what I've been told is going on. I've been told that they're working on it. So fingers crossed, in a patch soon, they'll be able to fix it. Now this part I'm really excited about, and that is being able to scale objects. That is a huge positive in The Sims 4, which I am loving being creative with. This piece is actually from the roof decor items, and I've actually made it a lot bigger, I think ×3 or ×4, to create the illusion of having a shading area, or an awning, I suppose. So we have that at the front, and I know it looks a little bit funny now, but when we recolor it, I think it looks really nice. And I love, because the lighting is so amazing in The Sims 4, and the shadowing, I love those shadows that casts onto the ground underneath it. I think that's really, really nice. But yeah, not having move objects, that's really frustrating. You'll be able to, you will see me struggle with it throughout this build. And the other disappointing thing for me is the fact that there are very limited swatches. I was kind of expecting, in all honesty, a little bit more, or more flexibility in the swatches, such as being able to change different elements of the item than just the whole thing at once. So one thing is, say, couches. Like, it would be cool if you were able to change the fabric on the couch and the kind of outer shell of the couch separately, like different colors, but you can only choose from the swatches available. Or like beds and bed sheets is another thing that's been mentioned by several people in the community, like in The Sims 2. So those are my only two issues with the game, and obviously those are going to be affecting me a lot because I love playing with interiors in The Sims. So I don't know, we'll see. I definitely still like building, but I'm having a lot of fun let's playing. That is a bit of a hoot for me. But yeah, I still adored building it. And we have paused here, I guess, because I am doing something, but we're right back into it. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to enjoy building in The Sims. That's for sure. And as the game develops and we have more options, it's going to be great. The fountain tool I was really enjoying using here. We just put in 3 strips. So here you can kind of see this contemporary theme beginning to take place, and putting in some of those fountain jets there too, to make a bit of a water feature when you first come into the house. In terms of doorways and windows, you can, depending how high your wall heights are, you can pick taller windows and doors or shorter windows and doors. So that's what we've just put there for the front door. Also with this shading object, I guess we'll call it, if you want to put in a door underneath it, you need to use the hand tool to lift it up a bit, put in the door, and then move it back down again, just as we have done there. Otherwise it won't work just putting the door straight in. So in a way, the move objects cheat is kind of already embedded in the game in certain areas. Like, it feels like you can cross over certain things. One thing that's very good is the shelves in The Sims 4, the shelving. If you just want a basic straight shelf across the wall, they will line up perfectly. So you can make a very elongated shelf if you would like to. So that's good. Having a ton of fun here with all the windows, loving them. They're so big, so generous, and gosh, I love that. One thing is you cannot put stairs in front of windows, which is interesting. And now we're just skipping a bit ahead to doing the exterior paint job. So picking out the colors. We started off a lot lighter, but we end up going quite dark with a modern dark theme. I quite like that green, actually. I could go back to that olive green. But yeah, definitely experimenting with a lot of different wallpapers here, seeing what's available in the game, what I'm probably going to like using most. And, you know, with the limited swatches available, I know I'm going to pick out favorite things I'm going to be using again and again. That's for sure. Like, I already know what color wallpapers I like. I love the red. I love the olive green. And there's a couple of wood paneling ones that I like as well. So, yeah. But I don't know. I think The Sims 4 is really cool overall. It's just the interiors that's bothering me. I have to Achu. Oh no, it never came. I thought I was going to Achu, but it's all good. But yeah, I'll be interested to hear what you guys are thinking of the game, for those who haven't now, in the comments down below. Definitely would love reading what parts you like best about the game, rather than focusing on the negatives, more so what you like or what stands out to you. But yeah, another thing I really like about The Sims 4 is that the roofing, you can actually put borders around the roof. So see how it has that very heavy white border? That I have put on there myself, and I think it looks great. It makes the graphics look really rich and really, what's the word? I can only think of the word sturdy. I don't know, or stable. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but it looks like a real house that's actually built. It's sitting there. It's strong and sturdy. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, this exposed brick wallpaper I'm quite a fan of, so we do use that on the interior as well. And again, we've skipped ahead a little bit to put in some lights, and you can see I've scaled up some of the lights, and some of them are a bit smaller. So scaling up, you just hold down Shift and the right hand bracket. But there is a little bit of a glitch that I have discovered, and that is if you scale your object up too much, it will disappear entirely from your build when you do reload it. So that's obviously a little glitchy thing that I'm sure they'll fix up in a patch. And of course there's going to be a few glitches with a new game. So I have actually been writing a list of all the little things I think need to be improved. So I should read that out to you guys. Oh, one thing is it's quite difficult to paint behind the big windows. I actually found myself removing some of those windows. Oh, and these are my new favorite counters. I love them. There's a very strong industrial theme in this home, and I am just so happy for whoever working at EA designed these counters or approved them in the game. Thank you so much. I love them. I think they look so awesome. And I love this sink, how it's kind of a brassy color. Thought that was really cool. Another thing is, don't forget that when you're placing counters and cupboards, see how we got a really tall cupboard there? That is through going to swatches, and then there's a little icon with like a cogwheel on it. If you click that, it'll give you some different options for different kind of counters and different kind of cabinets, and that is really nice to be able to use. And I am so happy that there are range hoods in this game. I'm like, thank you so much, Sim God, thank you so much. Because if you guys know me well, which I know a few of you do, you know that I was just killing or hanging out for range hoods in The Sims 3, so I'm so happy about that. And I'm loving these stools as well. I think they go perfectly with this industrial theme, so very happy about that. The lights there above the kitchen island, they have been scaled up using shift and bracket. So, you know, that's definitely really, really handy. And we've got another section of cupboards in the corner here. This area is another washing up area. I did not find a dishwasher, which I hope they add in a dishwasher later, unless I was just blind, which I may have been. But I couldn't find one. Another little issue I have is that the fridges seem to be really small. I don't know, but does that look like a miniature fridge to some of you guys? Because I think that looks tiny. So I don't know. I don't know about that. That's probably another thing I have a slight issue with. But of course there's going to be lots of little things that I guess people will let the Sims know bit by bit. Players will give feedback, and these are some of the things that they will fix as the game continues to be developed. So that's a good thing. That's what I like about the Sims. They're always going to be trying to improve the game. And again, scaling up objects there to make that teapot just a little bit bigger. And we did put a chalkboard over on the right. It's out of frame. But that was scaled up as well, and I just thought that was nice, as if that's where they write up maybe if the family who lives here has some chores they have to do, like weekdays or shopping list or whatever. Chalkboards are really handy like that, so decided to put that in there. Picking out some tiles, and we go with a concrete floor with dark floorboards as well. I think here we experiment with a ton of different floorboards. And I just could not make up my mind. At one point I was like, I want really, really light floorboards. But then at another point I ended up thinking, you know what, just dark floorboards, let's go really dark. And I think dark works in the end once it's finished. It's a very sleek, modern looking house, so it works nicely. I think the downstairs home office, which I have made for a female sim, I think it's very feminine, and I like it a lot. So I kind of think that I've built this house with a current family for myself to play with in mind. So I know I usually make the Sims before I do a speed build to show you guys the kind of personalities that are going to be living in the house, but really it was already in my head, and that was to have kind of potentially a single mum looking for love. And she's very successful in her career, and she has 2 kids in this house, a daughter and a son. So the downstairs office is really, really snazzy looking for a female. So we'll check it out in a second once we get there. Mismatched dining table chairs. These are definitely my favorite chairs in The Sims 4. I've already picked them out, and I had to go mismatched because, hello, the first house I'm going to build in The Sims 4 is going to have mismatched chairs. That's just what Deli does. Also loving that rug. That's probably my favorite rug as well. I did use that in the Let's Play house as well, I think, but I definitely love that burnt orange color. There's also a piano in here. I thought that looked very nice when you're coming up the stairs to that level. And there's my favorite olive green wallpaper there too. So that's a nice color. I think it goes really nicely with the burnt orange carpet too. And that's a really nice side table as well. Oh, and the pot plants and decor items. I have to tell you guys, I was just in pot plant heaven playing with these, and the fact you can scale them up in size just got me so excited. There's a lot of scaling in this. Again, you know, leaning paintings against the wall on top of an object. That's a trick that I've carried on from The Sims 3, and yeah, I think they look nice. It still looks like they're being leant against the wall, so I'm glad that I'm able to carry that little trick through The Sims 4 as well. And these are some blinds they're about to go up. I think they fit those long elongated windows really nicely. And some nice thick blinds going into the office there as well. A couple more chairs being spotted around to make it look a little bit more realistic. And we needed a table under that chalkboard, I felt, in case someone comes through the back door. Maybe they can leave their car keys there, something like that. And I love that bright red lamp that contrasts to the grey wall, or the grey stone wall rather, behind it. Nice pop of colour there. You can also switch between lighting modes really easily. So you have the, wow, that fireplace scaled up way too much then. So you have night, I think you have evening light, night light, morning, and daytime light. So you just press L on your keyboard and that'll change the lighting. And I have to say, I'm using the commands in The Sims 4, the keyboard commands, a lot more efficiently than I did in The Sims 3, which is very interesting. Again, that painting has been scaled, so there's kind of a miniature version of it and a bigger version. And we're about to play around with the rugs here. I was a little bit frustrated with the colors available in the rugs, so I just really go to town experimenting with them, and I find out that I like the idea of overlapping these longer rugs. So we go through a ton of different colors. I think we go with pinky colors to begin with, but in the end I don't go with the pinks. Trying out reds too. If you want a rug to overlap another rug, you have to move it from its spot and then move it back again so it overlaps. You can't just click it and it'll just overlap. Does that make sense? You have to move it and then move it back again. So figured that out, how that works. And I do like that purpley plummy color on the left hand wall there. I think that's quite nice, especially with the green couch there. Although I think we go a little bit crazy with colors here. I think we actually introduce yellow. I do love yellow with muted purples, and I know yellow is definitely not a popular color when it comes to couches. Oh, that's right, we put these 3 rugs together to kind of create the illusion of a new rug. So I much preferred this rug that I kind of made myself than the others. And then there is a... what do you call that thing on the right? I usually call them poofs, but my mom the other day was like, it's not a poof. It's like a... oh, I've forgotten. I can't remember what it is, but it's so not that. It's not a poof. But anyway, I like that item. I like that item a lot. The coffee tables are really nice in The Sims 4 as well. I quite like them, except I wish there was just a plain rectangular glass one without this shelf underneath. That would be good. But we put them together. They sit next to each other really nicely and line up nicely. So that was easy to do, to make it into a square shape. And the TVs are really nice as well because they actually sit out a little bit from the wall, and you know, just those little details with shading behind objects on the paintings as well, it just makes them look a lot more realistic, and I do appreciate that. Loving that statue as well of the woman's torso. That's really pretty. And yeah, scaling up more paintings here. I love that how on the left there I've scaled up the middle light. I like that juxtaposed against the smaller lights, it creates a nice lighting feature on the wall. That was fun to play around with. And we are about to put in a bar here because, you know, this family might want to entertain, and why not have a bar there? The bathroom's just to the right in that door. And oh no, I've just noticed a little mistake on my behalf. Sims won't be able to get into that door because there needs to be stairs going up onto the split level, I've just realized. Oh, that's such a derp moment. Well, there you go. I'll try and fix that before I upload it. But yeah, I'll just put some stairs going up to the bathroom there. It's quite a spacious bathroom, so I'm sure it'll be fine. I also enjoyed putting these big windows in the bathrooms as well to make, I guess, shower rooms. I thought that was really nice, and I don't know, I know a few of you guys would just be like, that's weird. But for me, I really enjoyed it. And you'll see upstairs when we do get to the ensuites, I think it works a lot better than down here. I also have a go at making a wardrobe upstairs in the master bedroom as well. So we do have a little go at that. I'm not sure how well we succeed, but we do give it a go. With the options we have available. That long mirror can be put behind the smaller sinks, or kind of the pre-made sinks that already have a countertop with them. You are not able to put those mirrors behind normal counters, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I also love that corner spa tub. I thought something like that definitely wouldn't be in the base game, but it is. So very happy with that. And oh, foot cramp, real bad. And then of course we had to put in a nice little bath mat because, you know, bath mats are handy things. Actually, it's the worst when you don't have a bath mat. Like, it's just so annoying because it just makes your shower time just not enjoyable because water goes everywhere and then you have to clean it up and then you get really cold because there's nothing to warm your feet underneath them, and it's just a crisis. Oh, I really love this bookshelf, by the way. They're really cute. Very cute. But yeah, this is a home office. This is where the female, or my female sim, my kind of single power mum, is going to do all of her work. Oh, I did like those pastel pink chairs in there. I think I might change that back to pastel pink. Now that I look back at it, I always do this. Like, you watch your speed build back and then you realize that you liked how things looked better and want to change it. Oh, that's one thing. Mirrors cannot be scaled up using the shift bracket. They glitch out, so you can't scale them up. I like those butterfly paintings. They're quite nice. But the pears, let's be honest, the pears looked a little bit better, I think. Also, don't forget to put bins in your kitchens because there is no trash compactor, which is really funny. In The Sims 1 and in The Sims 2, they had trash compactors, and I don't know, I have never, ever been to someone's house where they have a trash compactor. I don't think it's very common in Australia at all. Probably more in the US. I know I asked this in one of my videos before, but we just don't have them. So I always found it really weird putting them in my Sims houses. So I'm not too bothered by the fact they're not in the game anymore. Yeah, that's okay. Outdoor seating area, I put in chairs and then realized there's actually a special category for outdoor furniture, so we do get those. And don't you love the ginormous flamingo there? It's just gone out of the screen, but the ginormous red flamingo, I'm loving because flamingos are they're just the Sims. They're the Sims, and they're just so perfect for the game. So I had to put that in the first speed build. It's just iconic to the Sims, really. You'll see I did put some lights in off camera. A couple of them have been scaled up, so it gives this nice dynamic feel to the lighting in the interior. And I don't know, I like the detail of them. They look quite pretty, I think. Testing out a few different couches here. And this area, that is a living area, I actually get rid of and put in the third bedroom, sorry. Because I just felt like that would be more useful to players than having a second living area. And it also influences your Sims to socialize more if there's just one living area because there's only one TV they can watch at. So yeah, that's why we did that. This is going to be the son's room, and he looks like he's going to be quite the creative kid. So we've scaled up one shelf there. With the shelves, if you scale them up, you cannot fit more things on them. So I think even if you scale them up, the look of it is bigger, but the storage of it is still the same. So you just fit 3 things across it. Having a bit of fun here with putting the shelves on different parts of the wall to make them, I don't know, a bit more interesting. They become a wall feature of their own, really. When you start doing that, figuring out which things go on shelves. And I have used that pair in the frames so many times throughout this build, but it just fits on top of everything, so that's good. And I love the little school bag. That's very cute. I'm not sure if that's interactive with your Sims or just a decor item, so it'll be interesting to see if they can actually use that. I mean, I would assume it's just decor, but who knows? It's a Sims 4, anything is possible. Putting some blinds up too, bit of privacy is probably a good thing. And I love the desk chair. That is a cute desk chair. Very cute indeed. We've also made use of a lot of sectional walls in this. Why have I done that? I think because the ceilings are higher, I feel like sectional walls in a way make the build a bit more realistic because it looks like it's a bit more support for those higher ceilings. So that's why I put more of those in. I think they just work nicely like that. And I like how it, rather than just it going straight from bedside table to wardrobe or drawers or whatever. It looks a bit more fitted, and those items are kind of slotted into their own space. So I do like the look of that visually in The Sims 4. In this room, we do add a feature wall. We do make it, I think, blue or green. Maybe we make it green or blue. But we do that at the end. So the feature walls put in a couple of the rooms, including the little boy's room, really do help lift this build, make it look a bit nicer in my opinion. But yeah, you can probably tell how excited I am from this commentary because I'm still kind of a high from finishing my first build, so you'll have to excuse me being super duper excited. But yeah, it's just so much fun. I love this game. If you guys have not had a chance to play it yet and you are purchasing it soon, or even if you're waiting till Christmas to purchase it, or whatever time, it is a great game, and I think a lot of people are going to really enjoy it. I think it's really fun, and I know I have been tweeted, or I have noticed tweets and comments saying that Deligracy only says it's good because she's a YouTuber, and if she says it's good, it keeps EA happy or whatever. That's so not true. I'm not the type of person to just say something is good just so I personally benefit from that in some way. I'm definitely always going to be honest with you guys. So when I say this game is good, that's what I really believe. And, you know, it's just fun. It's great. And I'm really enjoying sharing it with you. So anyway, this is going to be the wardrobe area. We do have a bit of a play around. I liked the idea of having a doorway like we did in The Sims 3 with the clothing racks, how you make it look like it's a wardrobe. We actually get rid of that. I don't think it really worked, so we use sectional walls to kind of create a wardrobe space instead. And I think it looks quite good. We do a bit of rearranging, and what actually ends up being really handy is getting the cabinets from the kitchen, which we're doing right now, and bringing them up here into the wardrobe section, or the closet rather. So we do have a bit of fun with that. And, you know, they go quite nicely with the drawers there, the clothing drawers. So having a play around with that, and I love those rugs. I think that pattern on the rug is really nice. And in terms of whoever chose the colors for that swatch or the colors of that rug, nice job. I like that cream and natural color there in the pattern. Actually, I would love that job. I would love to be the person at The Sims who picks out the different swatches to use in houses. That would be pretty awesome. I could totally do that. Totally. The shoe racks are really cute here. And, oh yeah, here we are. We actually put these closet things, or storage, what do you call them? I guess we'll call them the wardrobes. We put the wardrobes in the little hidden nook there, and then we have the clothes here on another wall, which is a bit of fun. We actually do end up being able to fit in the other two clothing racks in that nook as well. And then this is quite nice how the tops hang underneath those higher cabinets. Kind of looks like they're almost attached to them if you're looking from a bird's eye view, so that's always a nice thing. These chairs, I was going to go with a bit of a more old school look or French noir look, but I ended up just keeping the chairs modern. I thought that would suit my sim character a little bit better because I want her to be a little bit uptight. So I didn't want it to be too mismatched. Here's the hard bit of picking out beds. And I really liked the bed on the left, but I didn't like any of the swatches, so we actually get rid of that entirely. And we create this nice division area with a wall, and that actually creates another home office nook. So when she does find a Mr. Or another Mrs., could go either way, they'll be able to have their own office space as well. So maybe we'll keep it as a nice... maybe we'll get rid of the computer and keep it as a writing desk. Maybe that's what I'll do. But again, making use of having goldy tones against purple. I really like that look. So those two bedside lights are mismatched, obviously. I don't really need to say that. But I just like that pop of color against the wall, so we do go back to that. And figuring out what painting to put on the wall was quite difficult, but in the end, this one scaled up and then doubled up side by side, another one. I thought that was pretty nice. I thought that looked okay. And that older painting that we just put on the wall is so pretty with the roses in it. It's out of camera view now, but there it is. I just love that picture of the vases with the roses in it. I think it's so pretty, especially because it contrasts to the more stark modern bedroom quite nicely, I think. And this here is a little bit weird. I did like this triangular carpet pattern. I know a lot of you are just going to be like, what? But if you do want to download this, it's easy enough to change. But I, for some reason, just felt like doing it. Probably just the excitement of all these new things in build mode made me want to try something really different. As you can see there, the shelves, they pretty much flawlessly go side by side, which is really nice. In The Sims 3, you couldn't really do that. You had to overlap them and then it would get pretty glitchy. So that's pretty nice to have. Figured a bookshelf here would be more useful. And do we put a mirror above it? Oh, no, that's right. We put a full-length mirror there. Because when people don't have full-length mirrors, it's so annoying. Like, I don't want to sound really vain or anything. I don't think I'm a vain person, but I do like to see the entire outfit before I walk out the door, just to make sure everything's good from head to toe. That's just me. So when I, stay at a friend's house and if we're about to go out and I'm like, do you have a full-length mirror? And they say, no. I'm just like, oh, damn. I don't know if anyone else has that issue, but that's just me. That's just me. So always need a full-length mirror. That's the moral of the story. There is a sneaky window here looking into the shower, which is a double shower, his and hers. And his and his, or hers and hers. And I just thought that was pretty sexy. I liked that idea, so I popped that in there. And there is a nice bathtub going into. I think, oh yeah. For a second I thought the bathtub was going to be moved back towards the showers, but then it was like too much shower bath action with window. Not enough privacy, so we do make that a little bit separate. And there is a feature wall added in this bathroom later on too, which I think looks a lot better, in my humble opinion. Putting some perfumes there and some toothbrushes. It's so nice to have a toothbrush decor item. I think that's really nice. And something that I think was needed in The Sims for quite some time. I'm not sure if you're able to buy one from the store, but in The Sims 3, but I never had one. And I love the daughter's, or the teenage daughter's bedroom. I love her ensuite because the shower has this window that you can see into the shower, but it's accessed from the other side. I thought that was pretty snazzy, and that's a design feature that I think would be really cool to have in a house. You can obviously see that I'm not too fussed about privacy if someone's going to walk in on them, because to be honest, if it's your own ensuite, I don't think people are going to walk in on you. And in terms of the parents' room, it's kind of like a parent's suite. So it's very private. You walk into a desk area, there's a lounge area, there's a bedroom, and then there's a bathroom separate. So putting in the feature walls here, we go with a nice minty color in the boys' room. And the girls' room, just looking for a bed here, but we end up going with some really lovely baby pinks with very, I suppose it's an aqua bluey greeny color. Mismatched side tables, of course, a scaled up lamp, and definitely trying to put hints of pink in there amongst the turquoisey aqua colors. So that's what we're doing there. And I was pretty happy with those two paintings because they incorporate both colors really nicely. There's a fun retro wallpaper on our wall and a desk that's about to be put in with a matching chair to the wall as well. It definitely helps in The Sims 4 when the swatches do match each other. A few items they don't quite match up, which is a little bit annoying. And oh, I love the Freezer Bunny guitar. It's so cute that we just put next to the desk. I love that. But yeah, I think the daughter might be sporty because she's got some sports gear there. And I didn't go with the typical girl backpack. I put a skull in her backpack because, I don't know, I think skull's pretty popular amongst teens and thought that was a nice contrast to the pinks in the room. You know, it just shows she has a little bit of attitude. And I did want to put that corkboard there. Again, a sectional wall just helps to make the room look a little bit more structured. And nice to have the hidden toilet there in the parents' bathroom too. I think we're about to put the feature wall in. Are we? Oh, we try out green, but I'm pretty sure we go forest green. Yeah, nice rich forest green in there. Which is pretty cool, I think. I quite like the forest greens, not gonna lie. And going back to a purpley colour here. Oh no, we put in a nice wood texture, that's right. For a bit of a contrast to the darker wood, we mix woods actually, which is something I don't often do. But anyway guys, here we are going into the screenshots. And yeah, this is basically what the house looks like. And oh, there's a nice view showing us looking up through it. And then we have the lounge room with the yellow couches, which I know some of you guys are going to find absolutely hideous. There's the bar, and looking up to that dining area that's up another level, or the split level, with the very industrial kitchen with, oh, which I'm in love with. I love this kitchen so much. That fridge is so small though. I don't understand why the fridges are so miniature. It's a little bit strange in my opinion, but anyway, maybe they'll work on that. The home office for the lady of the house, and that kind of shows the view looking down onto the kitchen. Master bedroom, I love that painting with the floral accents. The wardrobe for the master bedroom, and the nice feature green wall there as well. Here's the bathroom with the double shower, looking very sexy indeed. And lots of towels, of course. Always nice to have lots of towels. Never a towel shortage in my house, that is for sure. And the kids' room, the kids' bathroom, there's a few awards on the wall there. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely morning or afternoon wherever you are, and I can't wait to share more Sims 4 with you soon. Alright, bye guys!